2102, and I might have lost my audio and video for a minute there, but it doesn't matter. 2102. Skipped a couple of days over the last couple of weeks because I was traveling and it was not conducive to video making. It was with a group, and sometimes there just isn't time to break away, carry your ring light while you're traveling, and make videos. So I did not. I did my other ones. I pre-recorded them and then posted them all on the same day because of my technology and my visual limitations. I'm making excuses now. But I skipped this one for a couple of days. I think that gives me a grand total of maybe 3 days in the last 5 years that I've missed the What You Up To Now update. And I would like to have done it, but you know, my arms aren't really long enough to do selfies. Didn't bring a selfie stick, and so yada yada yada. I can make all kinds of excuses. I just made a conscious choice to skip a couple of days while traveling, and I think that was the right thing to do. It gave me a chance to unwind and relax and recharge my batteries. Back home now, and it's crazy as ever, but that's what makes life fun and keeps us a little younger than we might feel like on most days. So today I shared a couple of pieces of content I do every day. One is the annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge this year. We're focusing on, sneak a sip of coffee, and reach for my awesome graphic. I think maybe, I don't know if I'll ever do professional graphics. I think I do this to show that you don't have to spend a ton of time and money and energy on things that just don't matter when it comes to creating content and sharing your knowledge and wisdom with other people, right? Does it matter that this isn't a typed up perfect thing? No. It works for me. It works for us. It's worked for us for, I didn't have it last year. This is new this year, but I've used it like pretty much all year this year to describe our 7-step goal process that we identified in January for getting our goals and objectives in each of the different areas and aspects of our life. And we're breaking it down like this so that we get a lot of practice throughout the challenge so that by the end of the year, the process is automatic. We don't need a graphic to remind us what it is. So today we talked about step 4, which is our strategy and our plans in order to achieve the goal that we've set ourselves in our SMART goal. Usually in step 2 of the process is it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Yes, because we did that in step 2. But today we're thinking about what is our overarching strategy and what are like 3 to 5 plans in order to help us get there. My strategy is to model those that have gone before me, those successful organizations that have already been set up. I'm going to study several of them, pick a couple or a handful, and look at them, do some research, and figure out, well, what strategies have they used, what processes have they used, what systems do they have in place, and how can I model those? I'm going for the who, not the how, to make the how super quick, easy, fast, and actionable so that I can achieve my goal. Our idiom for today was build bridges, not walls. And it's a great idiom. And I might have said 20 to 30 years old instead of 2,500 years old. It was first discussed by a Greek philosopher and logician or logician. I think it's a logician. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Herculitus or something, or Herticulus. I don't know how to say his name. I don't think that's correct. It's where did I write it? Heraclitus. I don't know. Anyway, long time ago, 2,500 years. And then Sir Isaac Newton, of course, gets credit for it because he talked a lot about that we as humans, especially in our minds, create too many problems, too many challenges, too many obstacles, too many setbacks, and we focus more on the problem than we do on the solution. I love this philosophy because I think we should flip that around just like Sir Isaac Newton says and focus on the solutions, not on the problems. Clearly identify and know what the problem is and the root cause of the problem and solve that, but spend way more time and energy coming up with and implementing solutions than whining and complaining and bitching and moaning about the problem. Do we know anyone who does that? Well, I do sometimes. We all do. But for the most part, the longer we're talking about and thinking about and worrying about and complaining about the problem, that means we're not focusing on solutions and getting it just dealt with and taken care of. So I love Sir Isaac Newton's approach. Martin Luther King Jr., of course, added, let's build bridges, not walls, and one of his famous speeches. And so he's also quoted as creating that idiom, which I guess he did the let's build bridges and not walls. And Sir Isaac Newton said, we build too many bridges and too many walls and not enough bridges. And I don't know the exact phrasing. Maybe build bridges, not walls was Heraclitus's version of it. Doesn't matter. The point is the same. Building bridges invites communication and dialogue and solutions. Building walls just stops everything in its place and prevents anything from commingling. I talked about the silo effect in corporate America because that was one of my most blatant examples of that. And until I personally experienced it, maybe I heard about it or learned about it in college, but I doubt it because I don't think in college a lot of actual what goes on in the world and in corporate America and in businesses and in people's brains. Maybe it does now, but it didn't get discussed when I was in college, 4 decades ago. It was a lot of theory, but not a whole lot of practice. And so it was really interesting. I think I learned more in my first year out of college than in all of my years of college combined. Now, I obviously went to college more than 4 years, is why I say all of my years of college combined. So that's it. That's all I've got today. I am home unpacking and trying to get settled back in, hanging out with my granddaughters today because I missed them very, very much. And their parents are going to a super fun Halloween party and events tonight. And I'm old. I don't want to go to that stuff anymore. So, yeah, dressing up and drinking alcohol doesn't appeal. I like to dress up still and get into costumes. I think that's fun as heck. But alcohol, nah, one here, glass of wine here. Hey, what did I have the other day? When we were traveling, I had it was at Applebee's, of all places. My sister and I, the hotel we stayed at was at Applebee's on our way back up north. And I can't remember what it was called. It was really good, though. It was super delicious. Anyway, I digress. If I can help you anyway, hit me up and ask. I will be catching up probably for a week. If I'm being honest, it'll take me at least a week to catch up. But I'm still here. I'm available. If you have a question, pajamagrandma@gmail.com is my Voxer handle. I like to share that because it's the quickest, easiest way to ask me a question and get a direct answer. Again, I might not know your specific answer or but I got 6 decades of experience doing different things and solving different problems. So I've run into a lot, and I've dealt with thousands and thousands of business owners and businesses in different industries. And so if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody that does. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.